Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. What up, Biggie Shack?
Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I am the immortal Biggie Shack.
Yes,
I am
sir.
I'm ducking all the smoke.
Ducking all the smoke, huh? And I'm Darth Lopez. This is episode 2 of Bag and Unfiltered Drama Talk. So, how's your day been going, big dog?
Pretty good. I had some good news today. I've been having fun. I had a good 2 to 4 episode. Hung out with the homies. The network. Trying to trying to uh trying to create my own sandbox where I don't have to fuck with people too much.
Oh, wow. Really? Already, huh? Damn, you coming in hot?
Well, it's a little easier that way for me because you don't have to blow the leaders every chance you get. But
Hey,
yeah.
leaders. Well, there's leaders. Who are the leaders? There's
Oh,
no
dude, you didn't
leaders.
know?
Oh, I did not know. Is this breaking news?
Oh,
I don't have a breaking news.
I guess you didn't know. I thought I
Dun,
talked.
dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if I taught you, but I thought I talked about a few things with you before.
Oh yeah, yeah, you definitely. Oh, I do. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Well, let you know what. Let me say, because this one's for me. Let me just say how we met, right?
Yeah.
So, damn, almost a year ago. So I did the. It was after my exile at Renovision. So Furbird reached out. We've been following each other on Instagram for a long time. Kind of the same style in books, flipping, and all that stuff. So I joined him, and at the time there was a lot of drama kicking off, right? That's
Hmm.
when I first heard about the roast, and so then I went down a rabbit hole, right? So then I came up with the idea, hey, Ferber, let's fuck around with drama. Let's do a top 10 comic book content beef. So I did that. I didn't know nothing of your pocket of community,
Hmm.
and I remember you commenting in the live chat, and I didn't know your name, but I remembered it because it was more Biggie Shack. So after that, I went and found your channel,
Hmm.
and then I reached out, and then I joined the war against you know who, and then here we are. That's
Yes.
pretty much it in a nutshell. And yeah, you know, yeah, you're a big part as far as me and this community. You kind of put me over, so to speak, like wrestling. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You put me over, much appreciated. You, Circumstance, Razor. I got to be honest with Clay. So that's how me and Biggie hooked up, and we've been pretty cool, pretty tight ever since.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't had any issues with Darth. Darth has been a really good friend of mine. I'm a little defensive of my friends I meet coming
yeah,
into this little area of the YouTubes, and if anybody would fuck with you, I'd be defensive, and
oh yeah,
but thankfully that's never really happened. So it's all
yeah.
good.
No, you're one of the guys that like I know you can defend yourself. The people who I roll with, they can defend themselves. But I'll be honest, bro. Somebody out there that I was neutral with take a shot at you, bro. We control them together.
Right.
That's just kind of how it is. And I when I first started watching your content, I thought it was different than anybody in the community. Like
Thank
you
you.
could just tell that this motherfucker was just himself. Like
Thank you.
to you, you are your content, right? And you're
Right.
sneaky. And I don't know if people know this. You're sneaky. You know your keys.
Oh, dude.
Know your keys. Know your books.
Yeah. If they
You
don't
know
know,
when.
they'll figure it out if they need to. Like I do represent my comic book knowledge in my own specific way.
Right.
I'm not like a big avid reader, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to
Yeah.
learn more about reading, and it took me a good 7, 8 years to kind of learn my stuff. Right now, I'm focusing on Golden Age, and I feel like I've learned a lot in the last year and a half doing Golden Age stuff. I've kind of mastered the bronze and silver and copper pretty well,
Yeah.
and I haven't. Modern is the big void of like holy
Oh,
shit. But Golden
yeah.
Age, you can kind of get your bearings if you do it long enough. So yeah, I try to learn my keys. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's where I'm I think that's my strongest suit is modern because I came back to the hobby full fledged in 2015 and haven't stopped. But I had a 30-year gap, dude. Right. I always kept my ear to the streets. If you want comments when I was out and about, if I saw a shop, I'd stop, I'd look, I'd probably pick up a book from my era, right? Um, but I'm 48, so my reading prime was elementary, a little bit of junior high, from like maybe 85 to like 90, 91. By 92, 93, by 93, it was a wrap. I was probably pretty much done with comics till all the way to 2015, right? So yeah, but yeah, all right. Well, want me to start with the first question?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So what do you think your style of content is? For those, if there's anybody going to watch this, don't know you, haven't come across you, haven't seen you in the community, I don't, which is kind of hard to do. What would you tell them as your style of content?
Um, I'm a comic book wrestling content channel primarily. I don't like to copy other people's swag. I don't like to do things I've seen before. So I felt like I am a creator in this niche I have of doing the wrestling promos. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I'm definitely a pioneer. I never seen anybody do it the way I did it before. I just decided I'm going to do full blast wrestling promos and talk about comics. And I feel like there's a lot more guys that do that now, and I'm pretty proud of it, you know. And that's one of the things about my channel that's very important. Um, at this base right now, after experiencing the way the community is, uh, when I first came in, it was all like shits and giggles, kind of like a girl being infatuated with her boyfriend, and it was like a Disney movie. But through the years, I've went from having that brand new fresh smell to being around long enough to where it isn't as shiny and new. So I went from, it felt like everybody was welcoming and everybody was there, to I don't quite fit in with some of the new groups. And I never experienced that before. So now I'm trying to find people that are uh, kind of
Like-minded?
light minded and
Yeah.
in this kind of similar spot I am, maybe not wanting to fit in with certain people and just kind of open to hanging out and not having to worry about following the leader. I don't want to be a leader. My collector club is full of equal power members. So I try to not have all the which I'm not saying a lot of channels do that, but it just kind of felt that way. It's like,
Well, you came in like you had something on your mind, like you came in hot, like what did you mean, like leaders in the community? I mean, our community?
well, I think my point is like you make friends with certain groups, and there's a hierarchy, and you'll never be able to really truly have friends as or be able to have a opinion unless you go with the mass. So I'm quick to be devil's advocate and maybe not fit in as much. And it's okay for people not to like each other or be friends. I don't put a lot of energy into fucking with a lot of people. So
Right.
um, I don't know how everything operates in other groups, but for me, it's just like I feel like there's a easygoing process with the people I fuck with now. So that's about it.
Right.
You're free to go off and venture into different friendship groups and all that shit. I
Just
try
for
not to get
selves.
attached to people is what I'm
Just for
trying to say.
selves. Right. Keep the circle small. I keep my circle small, to be quite honest. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the majority views of me, but I keep my circle small, bro. I fuck with, you know who I fuck with, right? And it's the same people, and it's all like, I don't want to call it bad guys, but it's like if we were all characters, we'd be anti-heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you guys.
Me, Wizard, Biggie, McClay.
I think of
Um,
the drama little area is like a bunch of vigilantes. Now we
yeah,
may not be good all the time, but
right, right.
a lot of time it's sticking up for the small guys.
Well, that's why I like your content. Like to me, it's like grassroots. It's like I know that the bigger channels maybe they think they're on a, you know what I mean, they're a level above, but I don't think they're all that way. But I think I could see how some of them could it's just different content, right? I don't know. They're more worried
Mhm.
about what they say, how they come across. They say they don't like the drama, but they really fucking do. They really watch. They won't comment. They won't engage in that conversation, but they like it, you know. And that's what this is. You know, this is here for them. So, all right. Well, here's my next question. Oh well, we kind of talked about that one, but I'll ask it anyway. I was going to talk about drama. Overall, overall, do you think it's good or bad for the community?
I think it's a necessary part of any life experience. Is you're going to run across disagreements. So the world we live in now, just to disagree with somebody is dramatic, and I think it's healthy to think outside the box. Whenever someone thinks they're right, it
Yeah.
kind of annoys me if it's just an opinion. Say, for example, people will say, which it could be true, but they'll say indies have the best stories, or they'll say DC's better than Marvel, or they'll say Marvel is better than DC. That's an opinion.
Right.
You know that I'm glad you have your opinion, but am I allowed to disagree with you without there being chaos, basically? So I think that's where a lot of the drama comes from. And then there's jealousy. And then there's right and wrong. Like sometimes people are just fucked up and wrong,
Yeah.
and
They
they could be wrong, So
yeah.
it's just going to happen, dude. There's not going. I mean, I don't think there's any chance of it ever going away, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's where I mean you have that difference of opinion. I don't want to say Indies is my favorite, bro, but it's pretty it's up there. You know what I mean? I read Marvel, um, and DC here and there, right? Here and there, right? Like I got all the absolutes, and I haven't even read them. I'm like a poser when it comes to DC. You know what I mean? Batman, and my only claim to fame is I did read all of Rebirth, and I loved it. I actually loved it. And had they not renumbered, I probably would have stick with some of it. You know, but I was spending a lot of money back then, dude. That's interesting. All right, look, I'm gonna ask you a question from one of the homies, bro. You know, all right. Do you think that there are people who put on a positive personality on screen, but are liars, backstabbers behind the scenes?
Usually, in my neck of the woods in Ohio, if someone's talking all cutesy, sweetie pie to you and trying to smile in your face, those are the ones you got to be the most worried about. If I walk up to somebody on the street and they're like little fucking gritty and might cuss a couple times, those are the guys I kind of trust.
Right.
So I'm not saying that's the way it is in the whole world, but in my life experience, I've always I've been burned by the ones that are quick to tell you they love you. They're quick to tell you you're an amazing person. They're quick to like gas you up, and they gas everybody up. They only got a few real friends that they will not turn on usually,
Mm,
and
that sounds like it sounds like my whisper cell. Sounds like my pack, right? I get a lot of shtick because I'm homies with Razor and Marcus, right?
okay,
But I do gaslighting with both, but I think they both know that it's really in a fucking playful way, right? Like if I had it my way, I could bring them here and kill it, right? I don't think that's possible, and I've tried. You know what I
I
mean?
think they're getting closer to a reconciliation. I think they are
Um,
closer than further away. If you think about the way it was a couple months ago, it's a lot easier going now.
right, right, maybe. Like there's dialogue that could be had, but I think I've tried. It's to the point where, hey man, you know what I mean? I think I've proven myself to both of them that you know, uh, uh,
You're a loyal friend. Yeah, I think you're a good friend to both of them.
yeah, bro, they could fight over there, just not in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, right? So that's how I feel about it, dude. Like, a lot of you guys help put me over with the wrestling term, right? all three of you really did, so even to this day. So, but it sounds like, kind of like the circle I run with. And the circle I run with, you know who they are, bro, and they have a lot of love for you, bro.
Oh, I love those
I
guys too, man. Those guys are
Yeah,
really
I
sweetheart
think that
people.
that's one thing that you shouldn't underestimate. That I think there's a lot of people in this community got a lot of love for you, bro.
I
Just on
got
you,
trust issues, you know.
yeah, just on you being you, bro. The other day we were going back watching your old videos, and I was laughing my ass off. Like, content is like, I'm gonna go get gas and get a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah,
Only you could pull that off, probably in this community, bro. Where others would be, oh my god, I would never do something like that, or you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just the balls to say, I'm gonna run to the grocery store, grab some cigarettes, and get some gas.
yeah, yeah. No,
Old vintage. This is what they called it, vintage Biggie,
I
prime
well,
Biggie. You
if
know what I'm
I
saying?
tell you the truth, dude, like I'm a nicer guy than what people think they are. I am. I would think. I think some guys know how loyal and caring I am. So the truth is when I would do those driving streams, that was the only time I had to fucking stream. So I would pop it on, shove my phone in the headrest on the passenger side, and just fucking cruise,
Just
dude. Yeah,
yeah,
because I just miss y'all, man. I love being able to talk to people that get in my chat. I got a lot of love for you guys, man, and I care about every one of y'all. Like at the end of the day, now if I see y'all on some bullshit, I'm probably gonna be the first one to say something, and that's probably a problem I have. That's why people might say I'm dramatic. Um, it don't take much to put a battery in my back, and I think people know that. Like they
yeah.
know they can get me going. They could say something, spark me going. I don't skip a fucking comment. Say something slick, I'm probably gonna point it out and give you my opinion. So I think that's a lot of the fun. I think some people uh, like to use that against me, but it's okay. I'm pretty smart. You fuckers ain't caught me in no bullshit yet. And knock on wood, hopefully it don't happen. I ain't been exposed as a fucking weirdo, racist, fucking anything. So
Not at
hopefully it'll
all.
keep going that way. I don't think it will happen because I was raised right. My mama didn't raise me to be prejudiced. And I've had a lot of really cool experiences with interesting people, more than the sweetie cutie fucking people. Those are the ones that piss me
Sweet,
off. So.
dude. I was like, you're free to say names, but you don't have to.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about in real life right now, but
Oh,
like,
okay, okay. No, no, no.
yeah, like for like what you want to talk about, like the leaders of the community. You want me to name them out? I could do
I
that.
mean, yeah. Yeah, because I don't.
All right.
I don't
Well,
know
I
like,
mean,
I don't.
there's I would think that the Spine Tick crews are kind of a leader crew, right? Spine Ticks. Let's think. Spine Ticks, fucking you kind of got your is Spine Ticks no, there's difference. Yeah, the Fable crew. Um with Robbie Pop Culture Philosophy. That's kind of a group,
Oh, I
I would
don't.
say Robbie's the leader of that. I don't know who the fuck is the
I
leader.
think I met Fable with Razor or with you or something like that. I don't. Not too long ago, but Robbie, I don't really. I know of Robbie, but I
Yeah,
don't.
Robbie ain't really in the chat that much. I've seen him in. Last time I saw Robbie in a normal chat was like with Circumstance.
Was that the
But
guy? Oh, that Robbie, the
yeah,
philosopher.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got a. I heard he's got like a squad or some shit. Like
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like these are
like they're like,
squads, these are
oh fuck,
circles.
okay, I
Yeah,
get,
yeah. So you got Spine Ticks, you got the Pop Culture Philosophy crew.
right.
There's groups that were around before you even came around that I've had shit with, but I don't really ain't had no shit with them. I'd
Oh,
say like I know Legion don't think of his group as like a group. I think he said that before. The
Tower
Legion
of
group ain't
Babel.
what? Sorry,
Tower of Babel.
is that what they? I don't know. Is
No,
that a
that's
name for
me
him?
and Legion got.
I
So
call them Legionnaires.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to this. In my in my study of Sticky Goose to be able to pick them apart, I never figured out who the Sticker King was. The Sticker People King was.
Well, they said that TM was, but I would think that the DJ would probably be the one. I
See,
think DJ's a little higher level than
I was told
Legion. I don't
last
know.
week. I was told last week by my whisper cell that it was Tower Babel himself, Legion of Comics. I could just ask fucking Mark. You
I
know,
never heard him say. I never heard him refer to himself in that way. I've heard Legionnaire and Legion
see,
comics, but Tower Babel is interesting.
well, Tower of Babel because it's a kind of a thing that see Beckerman said it was Tower of Babel is that thing that uh it's Bruce Wayne. Well, Batman has a way to defeat every Justice League member, if I'm not mistaken, or has a way to like he has some intelligence on every member of the Justice League in case he had to go against them or they went haywire, something like that. I think.
Okay, yeah, no, that sounds cool.
So I've always had that idea in the community. Like if if it got to drama that bad, I watched enough people where I could, and they could do the same to me now. I watched enough people to where I could, without the weapon, pick them apart by whatever. So when Razor, the Valentine's Day Massacre, when Razor went in and went in there, guns blazing,
Mhm.
it's how it came up. And ever since then, I just hashtag fucking Legion of Comics on everything Tower of Babel.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I thought last week I heard that it was I gotta ask I gotta find out who the king of the sticker people is.
My opinion is that it's maybe Legion and Lynx, but probably Legion. That's where everybody else says. So you got the Legion crew. You got the crew that does the awards with Brian LCS. There was like a little crew of that at one point.
Yeah,
You got the Illuminati crew. You got the Corona crew.
the okay. So the Corona crew is that's people who came out during the Corona.
Yeah, there's a lot of
During-
channels. Corona
during
crew.
COVID. Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of different ones. And there's probably leaders to them and shit. And
Leaders to them and shit. I don't know, bro. I think
what?
yes. There's packs, bro. And
Yeah, absolutely. Like my little pack
your
has
pack,
changed through
I
the
like
years.
to think that I consider myself part of your pack. I consider myself part of circumstances.
I would say you're more on circumstances side at this point. You started off hanging out with me, and then you ventured out, and that's
Yeah.
normal. Like it happens.
Yeah. Well, no, it's because oh, that'll be exposing the whisper cell. But right? You know what I mean by like how the way we communicate. It's easier. But yeah, that would be fair. But I know that I always have an open invitation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're my guy.
Likewise, bro. Like, and like I said, that I I I- I'm part of this bubble, this pocket of comic book multiverse because of you. Like through you, I found everybody else. Right?
I've done that with quite a few guys actually. I don't
That's
think
just
people.
right.
I don't think people understand or
I do.
recognize.
Yeah, I do. I acknowledge that, and I always will. Like I know my lore, and I get into it because I pat myself on the back.
I can name
Ferber's
some pretty prominent little members of the community that would not have fucked with any of us unless I like gave them a little push. But I'll just name off a few like Doc Man Cave Comics. That's my fucking guy, dude.
Okay.
Dope Comics. Like I begged the guy to do a stream. Hialeah at one point, believe it or not.
They speak 90 speaks highly of Hialeah.
Yeah,
Ours.
believe it or not, like Lucha came on screen during a Mega Power Hour, and I give all the credit to my boy 84. He's not around now, but without guys, see, I'm like your opening to this place. Like 84 was mine. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Benny said, like, Circumstances and Perry have their crew too.
Which is, yeah. That's you know what I mean? That's where that's the. Fine, that's the whisper cell. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Marcus damn near exposed it last week, which I think he should have got like regulated. You know what I mean? Like regulated mean like mollywop for exposing the whisper cell.
What a jerk move.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Those guys, bro, fucking have the utmost love and respect for you, dog. So if anything, bro, you got a place there.
Yeah,
I
yeah, no, I know.
don't, yeah,
No, I'm just cutting circumstances. You probably didn't.
yeah,
Anyone could join it. Everybody knows that's kind of, but you're like solidifying it too. Like if he slipped up, just drop it. Maybe it'll go away, right?
yeah. He fucked up.
He
I still
fucked up
think he should have got
doing that. True.
at least a kneecap busted for that.
90s want me to shout out the original. Okay, so here's a story on my first little group was.
Cook. I'm gonna go refill my coffee.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I got.
Like,
So the NWO starting was me 90 and 84, and what had happened was I won like a prize from my boy 84, and I got an A-OK, and I was getting all these wrestling belts. I had like 10 of them, and I think 90 said he wished he had a belt, and I got some extra belts. So what I did was I was like, I don't want to just send 90 a belt. I want to send 84 a belt too, right? So I sent 90 and 84 a belt, like the one I usually wear, and they both got them the same day. And we were like, all right, this is the click. I'm Hogan. 90 is Y290, like Jericho, and 84 was Macho Man. And we just decided that's like the NWO crew. So that's the original. And then D-Runk was in it off the rip. So that's my original crew. Most of the guys ain't around now, but 90 fucks with y'all. And
they're retired.
they're retired, but if they want to come back, they're triple quadruple.
Well, I'm their hitman.
Yeah.
So I am the hitman for.
Yeah, you come in.
My whisper
you represented NWO on the hunt, which we won.
Oh yes, we did. I'm an NWO.
Yeah, we definitely won that. It might not have went down in their books as we won, but we know who won that shit.
Oh yeah. So I'm their hitman. I'm their how would we say it? Field sergeant, wartime sergeant. I'm their capo. I'm the capo for the Whispers Hill.
Mm-hmm. You're the muscle if needed.
Yes.
This is like Bobby Delgado.
Yeah, yeah, Bobby Delgado. Yeah, dog, dude, I am fucking bro. When you said that dude, I like my lore. Like I get into like who I met. I call myself a reader speculator. I heard that a guy named Gary Nusser, the Comet Deceptive. Right, I know why I collect Sonics at a Hunt Sonic. That's James Kreider, who I've been following for a long time on Instagram. Like I keep a lot of that shit in my head. All my history with any channel, any content guys, any interactions, I just remember. You know what I mean?
There's my boy Chonker.
Something weird, yeah. So, all right. Well, look. Let me see. Okay, let's move on to another question. This is my favorite one.
Yeah.
All right. What are your favorite battles, Biggie? Because I know you've been in some beefs. I know you've had some battles, and we'll save dickhead for last because you ain't no way around it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that fucking Sticky is like a blip on the radar for me. He's just a fucking vagina, but I got love for Sticky too. But my favorite,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm really proud. I can't say I'm proud of any of them because it's all kind of embarrassing to get in these little internet squabbles. Here's the deal, Darth.
Yeah.
The guys that are considered like the drama guys in the community ain't really like terrifying fucking people to me. Like, they could cause some trouble. You could get in some shit, sure. But we're all like a little insecure. We're all a little fucking we got our little blemishes, so
yes, we do.
I don't take any of it that seriously, but if I was going to pick a favorite, I remember this one fucking guy. Oh man. What the fuck was his name? Comic Corpse. Was it Chad? Help me out, legend. What's the Comic Corpse guy, bro? Comic Corpse. I don't know.
I've heard of Comic Corpse. That's like OG stuff, ain't it? That's like they've been around for a minute.
I can't remember the fucking guy that used to kind of run it, but we got into it, and me, Legend, and him did a backstage, right? Yeah, I think it's Chad.
Chad. Naomi.
Yeah, yeah,
Naomi's been around. Naomi's been around too, dude.
yeah. I
I'm
think it
talking
was
about
Chad.
Naomi. Naomi knows like that beef you're talking about, and like
So I knew this fucking guy didn't like me. You'd have to been around to kind of understand. I got into it with. Let me just name off some of the shit I've been through. All right. So the first fucking guy I got into it with was economics and comics, and it all starts off so tiny. It starts off
really,
like nothing. Yeah, he called me a liar in a chat, and I didn't like it. So I made a video, and I was like, "I'm not a fucking liar," and I showed the proof. And I could tell there was like some resentment there. And then my boy 84, he said some shit about him, and that was it. I was like, all right, well, fuck the guy then, you know. We've all gotten over it now. Like 84's
yeah,
bought some shit from him or whatever, but that was like the beginning. And then Comics Corps guy, Chad, he would play like he's your buddy and he'd promise you all this shit. And then he's pretty much just a fucking liar. And there was some shit that they did with like a charity that didn't go perfectly. It's funny how the charity thing is an issue, you know. I've seen in the past where things get fucked up. That's why I'm a little leery of those kind of things.
yeah.
But yeah, we had a backstage meeting and I was talking to the guy and I was chill, bro. You know how I am. I don't get all hot and I used to get a little hot and worked up sometimes. But I was pretty chill and he said something like well, I could prove you're wrong or something and he just started getting real mad and he started like I was like, why don't we just click the live button?
Mm,
And he was like, "Oh, you motherfucker, Biggie, you fucking piece of shit." I was like, "Why can't you say this shit in front of anybody else? You know, like let everybody else see how fucked up you are. I ain't got nothing to hide.
right.
I ain't got nothing to hide. Like I don't know why there's problems. I don't know why you're." He just kind of admitted like he would have people dislike my videos. He would have like people talking shit about me in the back, and he and one of the guys actually admitted and told me, yeah, I'm the guy that would do this shit, and he felt really bad about it and all this, and I'm just like, man, you guys are fucking weird,
Mm,
and so I was kind of happy, like I got to the end of that. I remember one time, this guy named like Sunshine Commerce from Canada, he threatened Bueller and Sam's Tangle Webs and said he wished they caught Corona and died and shit like that, and I fucking ethered the guy.
vicious shit, huh?
And I had a problem with Canadians for a while. I didn't know all the ones I do now, but
Canadians.
yeah, but I felt pretty good about that one because Sam, I love that guy, and there was no reason to go with Sam like that or Bueller. Yeah, you remember that one, Chaos? That was fucking weird, bro. I did so bad. Oh, dude, I remember one. Oh, bro, I think the most I ever cooked a guy, dude. There was this seller, and he was an ugly motherfucker. I forget his fucking name, bro. It's so hard. He was a friend of Chad RCG's. This was years ago. And I made fun of. I'd have to like remember what I said, but it was like something about his face, and I just said something like super funny and like made fun of his face, and because he was making fun of like Hogan and Macho Man on a panel while I was watching. He thought that was cute when they were talking about me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. Ha ha ha. Fuck Hogan. Fuck you motherfucker. Fuck wrestling."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right." So I got on a stream and I was like, "Fuck me." I was like, "Fuck you, you fucking weirdo looking bitch." I wish I could remember the name, but it was so bad that people were calling me and saying like, "You got to take that offline. This guy might he can't handle this and shit." So I did, out of respect to mutual friends, but that was pretty bad. And I never really, I don't know. There's a million times I've got into shit with people that we have an argument, a conversation, and I'm not shy or bashful to do that, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't look forward to it, but I'm sure in the fuck not gonna run from it. So I haven't met anybody yet that like I've been worried about.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think? What's the dude? The new troll? What's his name?
YouTube comic people.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Who do you think that is?
Oh, the Silver Age Dave thing was funny too, Brooklyn. As Biggie met Silver Age Dave. Oh, dude, Silver used to call me Melody, and I fucking told him, I was like, don't call me that shit again, dog. And he I don't know if he got sick and left or whatever, but yeah, I think Chad would remember the game name, but he passed. Okay, so the YouTube comic people, there's a lot of ideas of who it is. There's been some new ones. I haven't got to talk to you
Yeah.
off stage. Like, we got our theories.
Yeah. You want to just?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. We do.
I mean, we could do it now. Like, I can name 3 or 4 fucking guys off if you
I
want.
so. Oh, fuck, dude.
You want me to go first? Like, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
you go first. You go first.
All right, so see, this is the thing, bro. This is what I was talking about earlier. You bring up certain people, and it may not be fucking your best interest in certain areas, right?
Well, okay, because yeah, I don't. So if I two names who I think could like conflict, right? So now here's the thing. Okay, now I showed my Whisper Cell this clip that they did, but they don't give a shit. In my opinion, bro, one of those videos, it's clear who he's mocking.
Okay.
I think it's stick. Obviously, it's
Oh, that's low hanging fruit,
okay,
bro. Come on,
right.
dog.
And then there's the big fat guy that I think that's Razor.
Oh, I didn't. I'm not really in
That
that
one.
ballpark of thinking it's Razor. No.
No, not Razor. No, no, no. I'm saying the
Oh.
video that he did. Okay, the
Oh,
video.
the video. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so the video that he did, it's a goose. That's obviously we know who that is. Then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a big fat kid with a mohawk.
Yeah, but fuck the video. Like, we all know who he makes
Okay,
fun of.
so
Like, you're
I think
you're
it's
changing the fucking
okay, I
you're
think
moving the goal line or where the fuck
right.
is that? I'll
It's
start. I said I'll start. Let me do it.
okay.
All right. All right. So here's the 4 or 5 that people have been saying. Okay. I'll give you
Yeah.
the one I think it might be at the end. All right.
Yeah.
So of course there's been rumors of Synthetic Panel being Pocan Joe. So I think like maybe that got exposed and it could be Pocan. And people, I'm not the only one that's kind of thought that. Like, people thought it was him and then that moved. All right, that's one. People kind of think it could be I hate to say this because he's going through shit, but
Yeah.
Comic Journey. And
Yeah.
the reason people are keen towards Journey and
Yeah.
fucking
Panels.
Pocan is because of the AI stuff.
Right.
And another one is Mr. Niobe. Because if you look at his little fucking avatar. Now, Niobe don't get brought up that much, but it is like the AI and all that shit. So we're not just saying
right.
the AI is a dead giveaway.
I saw.
All right. So let me get into the more controversial ones. All right.
Yeah.
So I already said Journey. That's kind of fucked up. I don't even like saying that because I can't imagine. But the newest one, which was interesting as fuck, was fucking Legion. Because I've been told that Legion was like a actual Dracula, which you weren't around for that. So maybe he's had extra accounts too. So that's one. I don't think he's busy with the Masters. So those are like 3 or 4 of the weird. And then, you got Marshmallow Kid, you got Sticky Goo. Those are the easy ones. Like, of course.
Sticky, it ain't straight. Because this guy seems to be a bit more neutral in his trolling. It's not like the other dude. I don't think Sticky does that, but straight angry white male, he'd be a little bit more aggressive with it. And he hasn't done content anything like that. I think that's the chat win. They're the same, but yeah, that Comic Journey was the one because they put the content side by side.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We put it through the weapon and they put it side by side, I was like, fuck.
Wow.
But I don't know.
I
At
don't
first
either.
I don't know, and I thought maybe synthetic panels because synthetic panels has admitted to me that there's four synthetic panels. I don't know Pocan Joe. I don't know nothing about Pocan Joe. I don't subscribe to that theory. I just think of panels as synthetic panels.
Okay.
He told me that there's four of them.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, I always say that you're on the case more than I am. I'm just telling you what people have been kind of bringing up. I've been hearing, but I don't know if
It's
I was
something.
to pick like one. The weird thing is, dude, is that um, whenever we were trying to find out who Marshmallow Man was, remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And I had a theory that it might have been one of the Paul Amazing 619 friends.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, we actually. Oh, fuck. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
no, you're good. I was just gonna say like that kind of got dropped cold because he has kind of disappeared. Now we got this bullshit going on.
Yeah,
So
hey, and if you're out there straight angry, ever since I did that video with you and your bed buddy Sticky, you kind of like you kind of went away for a little bit. So I kind of thank myself for that. But I'd have to get the name. I think that he was almost discovered. Was
yeah. It
straight
got
angry.
real. It got real fucking quiet after I did that video of this is the guy. I haven't heard shit. I haven't heard a fucking thing from Marshmallow Guy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that was the guy, but I was straight
Right.
up told this is the guy.
I think he was exposed in a comic journey stream on an Insomniac. I forgot the name of the guy, dude, but fuck. I remember the name of the guy or the content, but took all that shit down instantly.
I remember it was DJ Wise. Oh, you're thinking of the other Chad Wynn or something?
No, not Chat Win. Fuck. I don't.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't want to ask. You know what I mean for it, but now if I get it, I'll find a way to circle back with it. And I
How
was
many
like, "What do you mean?"
people in the Obi?
Huh?
Let me see what Bleeker said. That's it. Lots of laughs. Interesting.
Comment YouTube.
Yeah, every time someone gets brought up, it's like, how could this work? Like I have no idea, really.
Right.
I know that they're in my chat a lot, and I think my chat more than anybody's, but
Yeah.
it's because
Yeah.
I'm fucking goofy and I entertain the shit. So
Yeah. 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 He is in your chat. He is in your chat more than others lately.
Yeah.
He was like in everybody's for a minute. So
Was he? I don't really know all of them. The one with 9 subs, yeah.
probably Niobe. Yeah. 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 I know he commented on stickies, journals, razors, mines, yours. That's why I would knew it was somebody specific in the circle, in the bubble, right? In the multiverse. So
Yeah. So once we're done with the questions, I got some stuff I'll fire out there
yeah,
just for
I just got one more, but I mean, we don't have to. I just want to know what were you thinking when you did the rap diss to fucking Daniel?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I kind of make rap songs just periodically because it's something I do. I like to just put words together and sometimes beats. I made a few videos, comic content. We used to do a rap battle on DJ Links, which I enjoyed a lot, and kind of sparked a little drama between me and them because sometimes one side would lose and sometimes another side would lose. Me and my boys ended up being the ultimate victors. Let that be known right now, dude. So, I lost to a couple of jabronis when I felt like I should have won. But my boy 84 went in there undefeated and stomped all their ass. So the hip hop stays in NWO, brother.
There you go.
So yeah, I got into one of the beefs was with Tyler because he wore a dress and Jim Mint was the sole judge. And I thought it was bullshit. I still do. But good for him. I'm glad he won. I'm not gonna go into all the Tyler stuff because he's going through his own shit right now. You know, Tyler could definitely be on this show. Tyler's a dramatic little kid, or he's pretty tall. Whatever you want to call him. You're aware of Tyler and Lee, right? Whack.
No,
No, okay. Well,
I don't.
you're all right. Not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rap was sticky. I'm changing the goalpost now myself.
All
All
right.
right. So I make songs periodically. I didn't expect him to do anything. That's a whole long. You gotta realize, this guy's been poking at me
Yeah.
for fucking like before he was even had like 200 subs, dog. So people think like if they think I'm clout chasing, they're wrong. They're
Ain't no,
way off, dog.
ain't no such thing as cloud chasing, bro. People, I mean, there's no, to me, there's no such thing as cloud chasing, bro. This is like comic book YouTube, bro. Like, ain't no fucking stupid superstars in comic book YouTube. Like, the people, and I think he's the only fucking dickwad that thinks that like he cares about his status and the subscriber count and the view count, right? I think he's well, maybe content creators do care about their view count, but
I
that's
think fucking
when they do
Sticky
that.
uses YouTube ads too. By the way, I don't believe it.
Oh, you
He
know what? I
might
haven't
be.
asked you, but I
He
haven't.
might, huh?
Do you think Daniel uses you think
Yeah,
so?
I think Daniel's son started off doing that. Yes, I think when he was low and he did the whole I got a bunch of views for going off. I think he did use it. Yeah, I'll go out on a limb and say that. Where was you going though? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No. Well, no, I was gonna say that I know a few people that have been watching that dude since I don't dude when he was at a low subscriber count,
Yeah,
and
so
they
I'll try to.
seen the fucking just the decline, right? But you know that's what happens when you get sucked into drama and it's fake, right?
Yeah, we kind of went off on a tangent about clout chasing, but
Yeah, I
it's
don't believe in that shit, bro. I don't think like I don't believe in it. Like I just don't get it. Like I think the space is too small for somebody with 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers to look down upon anybody else with lower subscriber count. You can have that many subscribers and you can get trolled and roasted. You can get made fun of. People are going to watch what they want to watch, dude. You know what I mean? I
here's
personally
my
go ahead.
okay. I'm just looking at this comment now, and I'm seeing Lee and Tyler and shit. I'm gonna tell you all this, right?
Tyler.
Lee and Tyler were like the funny guys for the Corona crew. They always Lee and Tyler are the best. They're the most hilarious and shit. And we never really got super close, you know. They're pretty funny. They could be funny. I don't think they're that damn funny. I'm this close to saying like where they fucked up, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be classy. Let's just say this: y'all believed in some of the shit they promised y'all, and it didn't come true. When I promise y'all shit, I fucking do it, dog. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All right, I don't want to get specific, but I feel like they let the community down. All right, I'm getting past that.
No, let me just real quick. Niobe, that's what I kind of said earlier. He's not an aggressive troll. He's more of a troll, like just a regular troll. Like I still don't figure out what he's doing, what his pattern is, but he's not aggressive. He's not like straight angry was or other trolls. So
who are we talking about? I forget.
I just answering Niobe's questions about the comic book people, dude.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead. You were saying about
Yeah,
yeah.
let me go through my whole bullshit thing with the sticky, slippery, bitch ass. So, he was doing an auction, and he was like, "Hey, can I get some help? Go recommend this to your friend, like and share, whatever the fuck." And I do this like with anybody else I'd see. So, I shared the shit to some of my viewers. He went from having like 10 people in the chat to having like 20, right? He was pumped. He was like, "Oh my God, people are watching me. Holy shit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a giveaway because you guys did what I asked." You know, it's probably the only fucking giveaway he's ever done on his channel. Okay. So my phone battery ran out or something. And I do enjoy entering contests or giveaways on YouTube. Like, fucking, if I'm guilty of that, then fuck it, you know. He may be too good for that. I doubt he was. I'm sure he entered some too. But my phone died, so I used my girlfriend's. And anybody that knows me from 10 years ago, they know that I went like a whole year with my username being Melody
Right.
because Biggie Shack was suspended. Okay. So I would type out Biggie Shack after Melody just so people fucking know me
Yeah.
for years and years. If you go watch old chats from like 6-7 years ago, you'll see my name now with Biggie Shack and then what I meant to say. Anyways, so I'm using my girlfriend's old account, which ain't like brand new to anybody. It's my girlfriend. She's just as much community as anybody else. And I won. And he didn't say a fucking word about Melody winning. And I'm like, hey, dude, this is my girlfriend account. I am Biggie Shack. I won it. I didn't enter twice. I didn't do nothing wrong. So he showed us a lot of books, and it had some minor keys in it. And then he sent me some bullshit. He didn't send me the right books. So I messaged him and I said, I usually open to shit on my channel no matter what I get in the mail. I said, these books ain't the right books. It rained, so I opened them before I got on stream. I don't know what's up with that, but thank you anyway. I'm glad the books didn't get ruined. Whatever. I called it clean. I never gave the kid a hard time. I just told him the truth because you know me, dude. If I'm gonna say something, I'm just gonna give it to you straight. You send me the wrong fucking books. I opened them off air and I let it go. But I did let the fucker know, like, you sent me the wrong books. I know you did, right? And then a few times he'd message me if he did another auction. I ignored him. I left him on ignore because he didn't only do that. So before I got the books, one of my friends that I asked to come watch his punk ass auction, he's a fucking scrub, dude. He had a first Jessica. I remember this shit. He had a first Jessica Cruz. He was going Green Lantern key. He was going to sell it for $3. During the stream, I was like, ha! I was like, you sold that for $3? It's a $30 book. And he stopped the stream, looked it up. He's like, oh no. Oh. He didn't say anything during the stream. I messaged my boy. I was like, so did you get your Jessica Cruz? He was like, nah, bro. He told me he wouldn't sell it to me. So he sold a book on stream, and then he fucking decided, oh, you don't get that. But he didn't tell anybody. But I knew. I fucking knew this. 1, 2, 3, fucking 4 strikes. I ignored the guy. He gets a little bit of reputation. Then he starts making videos. He made a whole video about me bitching about the books getting wet and saying I didn't like a prize he gave me. You gave me the wrong books, motherfucker.
And that was before the roast?
It was before the roast, yeah. He showed the comment I gave him, which clearly said, you sent me the wrong books. I was like, even during your stream, you prove yourself wrong. Like, you're a fucking idiot. So he did that, and then he did the roast, and then he did another one where I stunk. And then I finally said, fuck it, I'm going to make a rap song, because he didn't only go at me, he went at like 50 other YouTubers.
Right, so and then I remember that because it's kind of how we met.
Yeah.
You were the only one who really came at him aggressive, I thought, until I did my homework and saw the circumstances, Instagram, but that was Instagram, you know?
Yeah, so I did a video, and then he made one, and then he bitched about my quality, and he called me a R word.
That's when I jumped in. I was like, "Fuck this dude! Enough is enough." Now, you know.
And then after he did that, I called him a PDF, and that was the end of
it. Which Niobe got mad. Remember?
Oh, Niobe got real fucking mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Niobe did not like that.
No, not at all. But his reasons were his reasons, and they were valid. But
sure, I guess. So, he was a little fucking excessive. Let's say that.
Yeah. Well, look, and I never could use it, bro. And I remember asking a Whisper Cell this. So I have a coworker who lives in Chicago who knows what's the chick? I know she's a Bills fan. Nerdy girl.
Yep.
Some Whatnot people, right? Some Whatnot people. So we were talking. We traded and sold some books. And I was like, oh man, I got a channel. We just started talking. He's like, man, Sticky Goose? I go, yeah, man, fuck Sticky Goose. So he did the same move he did to you is what he did to my coworker. But my coworker would not give me any type of interview, bro. Like it's my word. I got to get in on a lie. I tried. I was like, hey man, you want to just at least let me record. Yeah, I could take your face out, but he didn't want to. And it was the same scenario on Whatnot. He got blocked. Sticky Goose blocked him on Whatnot. Sold him the wrong books or some stupid shit like that. So I just could never really get the receipts. You know what I mean? At least the guy to come on and say, hey, this is what happened. I mean, which is probably not really a receipt anyway, because it's just anybody could just come on and say, yeah, he never seen my books. But dude, I
don't mean to cut you off. It sounds legit as fuck. So I talked to Darth about this show, and for my specific episode, the last episode you did, I kind of pushed it. But I'm gonna be here for another 10, 15 minutes. Why don't you go ahead and drop the link unless anybody wants to join and give me a hard time, since we have been chopping it up. I like to open the doors to just, if anybody feels like, if you're gonna have a drama unfiltered bag, I'll give anybody in the world an opportunity to do their thing. And I did apologize for calling the whole science behind saying that to Sticky was that his girl, like, I don't even want to. It's probably worse my science, but it wasn't that he was like doing shit with underage people. It was more than that. So that's all.
I mean, dude,
I don't think that he's actually legit that. And it was the Kendrick Lamar song. He used the Kendrick Lamar lyrics before. So
right. I mean, hey, dude, I mean, drama is drama, beef is beef, bro. He called you retarded. You said what you wanted to say.
He called me retarded. Eddie used Kendrick Lamar like I ain't like them. So I thought, okay, I'll use the best part of the song against him too. So there was a whole bunch of science in it.
If anybody's not like anybody, it's him. He has his own little.
Yeah, he wasn't light. He's not like us. He's absolutely right. Nah. I thought it was a good rap song. I thought he did pretty good for what he did. I didn't mind being called an R word, and I don't think he minded me saying what I said, but he knew he had to cut it out. Like it was done after that.
I don't think he really cared, bro. To be quite honest with you, you know what I mean. He probably did it, dude. So, but that dude is what that dude is, dude. He's in his own bubble, bro. It's just
It looks like Niobe might want to hit the link, so you're more than welcome. Just know that you're like on Darth's channel, and you won't be able to time me out during this. Like you were, if you want to do something weird.
I'm still trying to learn StreamYard.
You just hit invite, and then you copy a link, and then you post it in the chat. I thought you had like a whole team behind you. Did they all dip?
Nah, bro. I don't got a team behind me.
Yeah, okay.
No, bro, I'm not produced.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, here, I'll invite guests.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. Copy. And I just put it here. Yeah. Hold on. Just a sec. Why is it not working? Well, hold on. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sorry, guys. One sec. Well, that's not. But yeah, go ahead. So, yeah,
okay. Yeah, I don't mean to.
try to lean like I don't know how, dog. I'm not fucking with Sticky for a minute, bro. But the moment he gets out of pocket, bro, if you're watching, I'll fucking roast you all day. But when we were on that stream, dude, that's why I can't wait to have Mighty. Like, I just can hear the hurt in his voice, bro. Like, and I was like,
yeah. Ultimately,
I don't care what he says or what anybody says, bro. I can hear that shit, and I was like, fucking. Nah, let me.
Let's. I know that you kind of have this persona, and people think that you have you're against Sticky a lot. I'm always playing devil's advocate, dude, and I'd like to say, like, I think the dude has a decent collection. I think he does love comics, and all this is just a fucking act. And honestly, like, he's never came at anybody. I mean, he did supposedly threaten Razor with fucking a lawsuit, which is fucking cringy as shit. But besides that, like, he's never went on anybody's channel. He's never. I don't think that he really meant what he said to Razor. But who the I don't fucking know. Maybe he did. But those are the two lines you don't cross, in my opinion. Like, you don't threaten people with legal actions, and you don't take their channel, dude. Like, we're all just fucking talking shit, bro. Like, it's not that fucking serious, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Sorry, dudes. I'm trying to.
I wish I could do it. I could copy the link and try to do it. Let me see. But I'd have to be a wrench. Is anybody in here a wrench? Could someone help, please?
Hold on. Marcus will save the day.
He might. There it goes. Bang.
Now that's battle content to be used against me, bro, because I don't know how to put a link in the chat. But I'm gonna remind everybody, I got the weapon. I'm gonna roast all you motherfuckers one by one. I'm gonna just kick back for a little bit. But everything he does, any little troll thing, you know.
Oh no, you're good. I don't think he's too worried about. I thought it was pretty ballsy of him to get on panel with you and.
I give him respect for that. I truly do. I do
too.
For that, like, you know, I mean, yeah. But I just don't like the fact that you're out here saying that I threatened your family, bitch. I didn't do that. No, nowhere near that.
I don't think you did either.
No. Well, look at this guy.
Oh, look at this guy. Who's the new troll?
He's not an aggressive troll, Larry. He
look, this is all I care about, right? Like this news is the biggest news of the day, that there's a new comic book troll. Now you have my attention.
Okay, it's comic book
comic book people.
Yeah.
We'll what I got here later, on my screen says YouTube comic people with 9 subscribers. Is that the right channel?
That's it. That's the right one.
Now, why is he a troll? Because I watched 3 videos. I didn't see anything there. Just
let me give you some content. He came in to the streams and chatting like he might have been a troll.
Such as, like, what was he doing?
Asking some dumbass questions. They were a little bit aggressive. Hold
on. He says that all the comic book channels are flippers and we're all about making money. And then he said some shit about my kids, saying that he shouldn't be eating McDonald's. He said some shit about well, I don't know. TM will probably remember it more to me, but he said some pretty. Oh, he's talked shit about
Who's this guy?
I think.
That's why you gotta be careful about.
I know who fucking Dean is. You motherfucker, you. Dean? That's fucking. Go ahead, say it. I love Perry.
Fuck you, Perry.
Fuck a Hylia.
There you go. So this guy's basically a troll in the chat. Then is what you're saying.
Right. Well, did you see all his videos?
Well, I watched 3 of them. They're only like 2 minutes long each, and he's talking about like being a dude on a beach reading comics. I just don't get the trolling part.
Yeah, it's in the when he's in the comments. So when he's in the lives, but like I said, he kind of pivoted. Well, today he was aggressive. No, see, I believe this. This is what I do believe. I do believe that fucking Sticky Daniel makes burner accounts, and that he's the one that's going with the because the shit that they said about Biggie.
Well, I'm going to tell you why that's not the case. I'm going to tell you why, like, it's not me either, because
I don't think it's
Daniel and myself don't need to shy away when we want confrontation, right? So there's no need to have a fake account.
I've caught Daniel twice with those, and
with
so
fake YouTube accounts. Yeah, making videos.
Oh, not making videos.
Okay, well, that's the important part, because this guy's making videos, right? It's not just a sock account where he's going trolling the chat. We're talking about an actual functional channel that's going to gain, so his videos don't reflect what is being said in the chats.
I would agree with that. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. He's been calm in the chat.
Oh, you want to hear something else that was interesting? Was he talked about his channel as plural, like there might be more than one person running it too. So that's interesting.
Which is why at first I thought it was aesthetic panels.
No, he ain't gonna do that, man.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
And
Like,
Sticky Goose wouldn't do it because starting up a brand new channel with 9 subscribers isn't going to make him a dime. If you're going to shit on people or you're going to troll them, you're going to want to monetize that, right? And you're going to want to monetize that with the channel that's already monetized, you know, so that you make even more money.
You got some real definitive opinions about a guy that you haven't seen in the chat. You think you understand the psychology of like what's going on. It's really interesting to me that you're giving like definitive, like, oh, it's definitely not this person, not that person. I don't know that you know that much about it.
Well, dude, I'm learning, but I can just tell you, as a guy who has trolled myself and trolled you, you know what I mean? You should also know better.
I don't know shit. I know that I came on your
it's clear and obvious
and
that you don't.
You muted me like 10 times because you couldn't fucking get a word out.
No, dude, you were trying to kiss my ass and make peace when I told you.
Yeah, okay.
Gentlemen, have at it.
Yeah, please.
I mean, you're calling people pedals. We don't do that here.
In what way was I kissing your ass?
Again. And I'm going to keep telling you that again until you shut the fuck up.
There he goes. In what way was I kissing your ass when you said let's do a wrestling show together?
Let's make peace. Let's talk this out. Like, should I go back and rerun the video so you can watch it?
Who the fuck said that?
You did.
Let's make peace.
Yeah, man. You wanted a truce. You wanted things to be cool. You wanted things to be nice. You came in trying to be all cordial.
Cool and calm, and you started tripping.
Dude, I don't like you. I'm gonna trip on you every time I fucking see you. Like, what part of this do you not understand? I think you got an ego that's out of control. I think you talk a lot of shit for a guy that weighs 500 pounds.
I think you got really interested in the PDF when nobody else did, and that made it look like you.
Do you know what happens in independent comic books? We've had a guy named
I see what happened whenever you heard the word. You reacted real strongly. You reacted real strongly, dog.
Yeah, I am, because you don't throw around accusations like that. Because, like,
I'm not accusing anything. I'm just saying you reacted real strongly, dog.
Why did you do it, Chief?
I explained why I did it. It was
I'm explaining why you were wrong, because unless you know for sure, that's not a term you should be throwing around, because that can get you in some legal shit.
Why'd you call circumstances the M-word? Why'd you do that?
Because I was mad and pissed off at him.
Didn't Darth make you apologize? Make you look a little undramatic?
I apologize, not because Darth made me.
Interesting.
No one put a gun to my
I don't
head.
remember apologizing to you.
You should be apologizing to me. You should be kissing my feet.
I don't remember any of the shit you're saying. Like, I wanted peace.
Well, look, the great thing is Biggie, is that it's all on tape, right? Like, I have the archive.
Hey, replay the footage all you want. It'll just show you.
Good. So I mean, it will shut you up, though, right? Like, after seeing you trying to be nice to me, trying to come in and make cozy with the boys on my stream, you know. And then as soon as one person says one thing that you don't like, you snap right back to fucking asshole mode. It's fucking amazing. Like, to me, you're like one of the biggest douchebags in the entire community, right?
Whoa, but why? Well, hold on. I mean, why?
Because he talks a lot of mad shit, dude.
Okay.
He thinks he's a fucking wrestler cutting a promo in WWE.
And that makes you mad. You look like a South Park
cartoon. I put on a mask.
Yeah, I'm original. No one else does this.
Hold on. I put on a mask and show fucking Daniel.
Yeah, I think that was dumb too, though, right?
Daniel, here we go. See,
Daniel,
this
like,
is your
these
friend,
videos are dumb boys. You know what I'm saying?
This is your friend.
Okay, Niobe, you want to come at me, motherfucker? You can go fuck yourself, because
so you don't like it. As soon as the person says one thing out of turn,
you got away with that. You got away with that fucking coward ass monkey shit that you call circumstances.
You
gotta apologize, and you will be a bitch for it, because you know goddamn well.
I did apologize. So what are you fucking going on about? You're defending this fucktard like he's your best friend.
Because now you're out of pocket. And I just said earlier, when it comes to him, I step in. Okay.
And what are you going to do stepping in? Dude, you're a fucking guy down south sitting in his fucking room.
I don't think he's defending me. You went at Darth because you said what he did was stupid. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, when you're wearing a mask like you're a ninja trying to intimidate someone.
What is the fucking difference between a South Park avatar and being a wrestler?
You really What's the difference? I kind of learned some of that from you, motherfucker. You don't even show your face. Okay,
There's lots of videos of me showing my face, dude.
Let's just be real.
I've been around long enough that I don't have to
Yeah,
show my
that's
face.
your
I've
thing.
earned
That's
that seniority.
You think that you've been around a long time and you got
everything about me is original, by the way.
There's
You
nothing
tried to
original
prove that
about you.
people
You
were
wear a
rapping before
WWE
me.
belt over your shoulder.
You
wear
was
Macho Man
wrong.
glasses.
You tried to
You
say
don't have the
people did
physique of a
wrestle before
wrestler.
me.
You don't have the talent to rap.
You was wrong.
I'm not
You
wrong
tried to
about
say
you
you're
at
more
all.
OG to me. You was
I
wrong.
am more OG than you.
You ain't shit.
You guys are
live
talking
in that
about Chad and the
situation.
Comics Corps. I was there, motherfuckers. Were you? No.
He
So
wanted
you
to
have
be,
no
me to
room
be
to
there.
talk about
What
anyone
was you there
unless
for?
if you were present.
What was you there for? A cup of coffee and a fucking
I
video?
was the one that started the Comic Corps.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was, yeah, dude. It was initially called the Magnificent Seven, and it was supposed to be me, Alex the Comic Quarter, Cat Ren
And what
Figures,
happened,
the Great
bro? I looked
Legend
into
Show.
this
The whole
bullshit, and what
fucking thing
happened?
imploded. That's what fucking happened, like it does
Exactly.
every fucking time.
Exactly.
But don't tell me what I did and didn't do when you weren't even fucking present, and I have witnesses that
I was
were.
there before that
Yeah, but
bullshit.
that's
So
part
what?
of, that's one of your things, now. But you started everything. Like
Oh,
that's
I
why
did start.
we had
I
our
started the long intros for YouTube videos. I started using the YouTube avatar. I started using fucking OBS when no one else was. Yeah, I started a lot of things. That's correct.
But I mean, you don't got to be a douchebag about it.
Well,
Like,
no, your buddy's the douchebag. Who fucking Naomi getting mad that I said the P word? Yeah, you're fucking right. I got mad, and you deserve it, and you deserve hearing more about it.
It was just funny that nobody cared but you.
well, let me ask you a question.
Why do you think I care?
Is that
Because
as
I've
hard-
seen.
I don't have
people
to wonder why.
There was a guy named
named
Chaz in the community who actually crossed state lines to go meet and fuck a 14-year-old girl. Do you know about that? His name was Key Issue Comics.
Him on the streets then, but you hung around him. Okay, so why
We
are you
never
mad?
knew. No one knew. Right? He
Okay,
would
well, what
disappear
happened?
for weeks on end to go to his court dates and meet with his lawyers.
Were
Right?
you that tough? Like you told me that you'd find me in karate and kung fu me? Would you do that to that individual?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
here's the thing.
Naomi, you
Things
gotta
like
realize-
that actually happen. And then when you go around and falsely accuse people of
You
being
called
such,
Marcus-
you set a
called
bad
Marcus-
precedent for the entire
you
community. You
called-
can ruin a guy's life by that.
You called Marcus a monkey on
So
stream.
what?
What do you mean? So what? Ain't that
So
fucking
what?
bad?
It's been
I
dealt with and
apologize
done with.
for what I did was slippery, and it was all out of context.
I
So
don't-
Nothing was out of
specifically
context,
saying,
dude.
so what?
You took a low shot
you're
on
an
his
idiot
wife.
racist.
You tried to
Naomi,
call the
it's
man a
like-
pedo. You know,
So
and
what is
look
what you don't
at you.
care
Look
about
at you, dude. Like your fucking stomach is twice as big as your head.
Oh
right?
my
Look
god!
at you.
My stomach's twice as big as my head.
Like you sit
Look
there with
at
your
you! You
little
look
tiny
like
microphone in your
Cartman
hand,
or Kyle.
smoking cigarettes. Like another pet peeve of mine is people that smoke
Dude,
cigarettes.
you don't even
on
collect
stream.
comics. You collect titty books, you fucking pussy. What are you
Those
talking
are
about?
comics.
What comic books do you have?
It's a good one.
I probably have
What
a
do you
better
got?
collection.
You
than
got shitty books, you got a shitty attitude, and you got a
Yeah.
shitty indie book.
Everything is
I'm
shitty.
fat.
With you, huh?
I'm fat.
Oh, but you're more than fat.
You got shitty books, a shitty title, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit going
Shitty
on.
title that was published and put in
It is-
shops.
in Biggest defense, he
That's
has
not-
beloved
11
in the
years of
community.
successful funded Kickstarters. Dude, we're not even in the same circles. You're not even in my league.
I could give a fuck
But
about
then-
your little.
I bet.
Well, then why do you? Okay, Naomi, because I've always been respectful to you till today. Then why do you hang out in this pocket? Then, if you don't belong
Why are
here,
you doing this chat? Why are you
Why
watching
don't-
me
you know what
on
I mean,
Dark
Naomi?
Channel?
Well,
Why
A,
aren't you-
because I don't like
Why-
you.
why'd you
I
come
want
in
to
all
find out about
friendly?
the new troll. I didn't like being blamed for being the new troll, which you fucking implied. So you can go fuck yourself.
Oh, it's a pretty well-known fact that you got multiple accounts and you troll people.
So what?
So why wouldn't
I
I
don't make
accuse you?
AI videos about a guy on the beach. If it's going to be me, you're going to know it's me, right? You're not going to have to fucking question it, you know?
You said some real weird shit in the chat, and then you're real interested in it for no fuck, and you're real definitive of it. You
Because I want to
throw a
go
lot of
confront him. I
fucking
want to
signs
have
that it could be
drama
you.
with the new troll. What do you think I'm doing, motherfucker? I want to go confront the new troll. I want to start shit with them.
you do.
I want to see how bad the new troll really is. I want to see how they fucking compare to me.
You ain't shit, bro. Nobody's worried about you. Nobody talks about
Dude,
you.
you're worried about me every time I come around.
You were in the fucking chat. You're
You're like, I'm not going to fuck with that guy no more.
do what?
You said that, right? I'm not gonna fuck with Niobe no more. I remember hearing it several times.
I don't want to fuck with you because you're lame.
Well, then get the fuck out. It's my show now.
No, Niobe, come on, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, damn.
Fucking dumbass. You lost that one, didn't you? I can't believe you fucking. Out of all the times you've been nice to this fucking plebeian, he fucking does that shit, bro.
It's okay. This is what this is for.
I was having fun.
Get off his chest. He got it off his chest. But I'm not gonna let him dominate the fucking screen, bro.
He wasn't dominating shit. Bring his pussy ass back.
You're not dominating. You know how he overtalks. Niobe is who Niobe is, bro. Niobe's a loose cannon. Niobe.
You should have muted him the way he muted me on his panel.
I said what he had to say. I said what I had to say. I mean, it is what it is. He to me, and I've said it, and I've told him, like, you just try to use what you told Sticky to get over the Marcus thing. And you know what, bro? And the fact that he gets on here and he's like, so what? I said it says a lot, right?
Yeah, I feel bad about what I did. I feel like it was a mistake. Like I hate that. I felt like I was joking. Everybody else got the joke. He didn't.
Like you said, bro, the circle is small. I mean, am I going to be butthurt that if I don't fuck with Niobe? No. Is he going to be butthurt that? No, bro. It don't matter, you know. But I'm you know, obviously I'm gonna fuck with you more than him. You know, it is what it is. So. I don't think he is. He's really
kicked his ass off.
He's really. No, I didn't kick him off.
Oh, he left.
He left, or you know.
Oh, okay, production maybe. They did kick him out. Come on back. I'm not done with the fucking.
Well, yeah.
I could give him a fuck.
You know, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, he is who he is. I didn't even really know that you guys had that. I haven't fucked with him ever since that shit because I don't trust him. Like, he'll make a big deal out of this again and have fun with it. But my thing is, I am that guy. I am the guy at the end of the day that feels like this is all small potato shit. And I hope he does well. I was just getting ready to be like, Niobe, dude, you could be as mad as you want. But for me, I could give a fuck, bro. And I hope that you do well and you enjoy your time on YouTube. I'm not going to be on your panel or like hitting you up for invites, but you know, continue. I want everybody to do well. I really try to be nice, you know, just because a few guys suggested that Niobe could have been this guy, he got that kind of reaction. That's fine. You know, he could say like, I wanted to be Peacemaker if he want. I probably did at the end of it, but I didn't back down. Like, I went into his panel. I talked to him. He muted me about 20 times. And then he came on to Journeys and we had at it there. And that's about it. Like, I don't know why he gets so worked up over silly shit. He didn't like that I rapped. He didn't like that I do wrestling. He's got a lot of similarities, and there's not much difference between me pretending being a wrestler and him having a fucking how do I
South Park avatar. Like, it's about the same shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, he don't show. Like I told him, he don't show his face. I mean, so what? You know. I mean, somebody can send him a link. You're just as get
him back in here. Let him be angry. Like, I could care. I really don't care. I think he just digs himself a bigger hole.
Like, you don't. That's like calling the kettle black. You're just another troll calling another troll. You're calling other trolls not to troll, right? It could be seen the same way.
Yeah, we could have a conversation if you want. Like, I'm good with that.
When Niobe gets flared up, bro, he just wants to fight everybody. Like
let's hit the same link, Niobe. Like, come on back, bud.
Yeah. No, I didn't boot him. I don't know why he was booted. I don't even know how to boot him.
I mean, if you don't come back, that's fine too. But you know, Niobe's got some things going on, I guess, and I'm not too obsessed about his fucking issues or whatever. Like I said, I hope he does well.
Well, I mean, look, look, Niobe. If you go clip this, and you guys start making your videos, I'm gonna do the same fucking thing, and we could go over and over and over again. So it's whatever you want to do, right? You came in, you got hostile towards my boy. I picked a side. It is what it is. But at the same time, Niobe, we've been cool. You've allowed me to come on your stream. we've been able to dissect and fucking roast Sticky. But I watch everything. So if you go out there and you start doing your thing, you're doing it over and over and over again. I'm just letting you know, or it could die here.
Yeah, I mean, I said what I had to say too. I felt like I was pretty fucking clear in what I said, so
yeah,
I don't have to say anymore either. Like, I don't think that
then do it. I'll be ready for it. And trust and believe that I know people who know all your failings, and I'll fucking roast the fuck out of you. Right? Because at the end of the day, dude, we're just
a waste of time. Do your fucking video, make fun of me. I'm fat. I said a fucking word that I regret saying. Good luck finding that content to replay it, by the way. Have at it. I don't know. Allegedly, I did something bad. Ooh.
And I mean, oh, look at these guys. Yeah, well, I mean, this is what this is, right? I mean, fuck it, dude. But
I'm glad it happened. Look, I wanted like some kind of interesting thing to happen, and thank you, Niobe, for coming on, and making it interesting. Like, I don't know,
it's what it is, But oh well. Yeah, I might become his new project. In fairness, I remember when he told me that shit was kind of hilarious.
I don't think you really. I mean, you was keeping it pretty even until he said what you did was stupid too, and then you got hot. I don't
because Niobe, he's not one, bro. Stop. Like, it's like a troll calling another troll like that. Come on. Like he wears an avatar. It's not like the dude's a fucking ugly dude, but he has his little avatar, and so come on. If anything, I learned some of battle content from his punk ass. But Big, I already told you, I choose sides. I pick, and if I'm gonna pick between you and Niobe, bro, come on.
I don't know about his lore. I think that it's all made up. He had some little stint in Comic Corps, and then he jumped on the fucking Sticky Goose bandwagon. Like, what the fuck is his lore anyway?
Yeah, look. We all like, yeah, okay, Niobe. Well, you're a fail. Like, how about this? Come on back in, bro. Just come on back in.
He ain't going to. He's fucking scared now. You're scared. Come on back, or you're scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have all night to wait on your silly ass. You probably left running. I don't think anybody even kicked him.
Niobe, like everybody says, come on back so I can say this. I'll save it. I'll be watching your content that nobody watches, by the way, motherfucker. So here we go. I've been itching for it.
Yeah, coming back. See, now who's the pussy, Niobe? Who's pussy, dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, run that in your clip later. I'm not coming back. I'll wait all night.
I will say he went on with EVS and he handled it alone. I give him that. Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean? But he is a failed creator, right? Isn't that what Daniel calls you, bro? A failed creator? Right? It's a rat ass Kickstarter. Huh? Come on, Niobe. Come on.
I thought you were the biggest troll in the world. You're going to troll from the chat. You have a chance to get on panel and talk your fucking shit. You're not going to do it.
It was kicked, dude. But
so I win again. I win. You lose. I'm on panel. You're not. You lost. 2-0.
Yeah. All right.
Sad to say. I thought you had more in you.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah. That's it then, huh? Well,
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, we could chill for a couple more minutes, but yeah, I'd say let's make it to the 1:30 mark. We're at 1:23.
Yeah, we'll go 7 more minutes, huh? Yeah. The way these people work is shut up, bro. You know what? I kind of like the guy because he's you know what I mean? He's just as fucking.
He's bitter, bro. Like, what the fuck does me and Sticky have to do with him anyway? Like, why you're talking about me inserting myself into shit? Like, you insert yourself in everything, dog.
I mean, well, that's what trolls do. You know what I mean? That's what you know what I mean? You
gave him way too much shine with the whole EFAP and Niobe's a cool. I never was on that boat. I could give a fuck about.
He'll engage, but he is aggressive. Like he is aggressive, right? Like too much, like so that you. I don't even think you could give the guy. You can't even give that motherfucker constructive criticism because you're probably just the type of dude that'll just flare out on you, which is probably why he has a small pack. He only runs with who he runs with. You know.
I don't know any of his friends besides when you were saying he was okay, and who else fucking sticks up for him? He took the only guy around I knew that stuck up for him and shit on him.
See that, Niobe? See that, you little Canadian fucking prick? Whatever.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I remember when we had the pick 5 channels to start with?
Yeah.
And who did I pick? You, fucking Jerkwad Niobe, Sticky Goose, Brian, and Razor.
Yeah.
Brian McClay. I picked those 5, right? Built for war. I know you're Niobe. Okay, bro. It's not approval, bro. But
I think EFAP's whenever you jerk off on electronics, Great Legend. I think that's what he means.
Yeah, I did. You asked me to be on the show. Now,
I wouldn't even let it. I don't think you're gonna be on the show now, bro. I don't think you'll be on the show now.
No, he's not. Well, I mean, fuck him now. But look, and you were the one wanting the link last night because every time there's drama, you want to be involved, right? Yeah, go fuck yourself, Niobe. Piece of shit. You're real loud on the other side of the border, motherfucker, but you'd bust no grape. Fucking coward.
This is fucking amazing.
Nah, dude, whatever.
I like to end shit where it's kind of chill.
Show the message, you little bitch. Show it. You coward. That's why you failed. And
he put it on like I was like begging for peace.
Yeah, you live at home with your mom. Isn't that what they tell you? You failed that bad that your mama pays your rent, motherfucker. Fuck out of here.
I think that we got to a point to where I was like, this is all silly, and I'm willing to get over it, and that was about it. Like, I don't know.
I hold grudges. Fuck that piece of shit.
I don't hold a grudge.
Anyway, the only reason, not like it really mattered. Oh, look. Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Of course, I asked you, Niobe. I did. That's not going to prove anything, Niobe. But all right, bro.
All right, well.
All right, bro.
We got like 2 minutes left. It'll be all right. How many people we got in the chat? We got more than 10, I hope.
Huh?
I don't know what's going on in the chat. Like, is there more than 10 people here? I would think so.
Probably just drama guys. It's all good, but we got some heat. We got some spice.
Yeah, we got the portion of the show where I said, let's open up the links. You gotta respect me for that. Like, at least I said, hey, if anybody wanted to come on, they can. Like, I'm willing to talk things out. Like, if you ever want to fucking hop on panel with me, and this goes out to anybody in the community, like, I'm willing to do it, but I'm not looking to beg people either. Like, I knew that this would get to that point with this guy. Like, that's why I've been kind of ignoring fucking with him, and I'm not missing. I mean, he don't watch my content. You know, we could be cool.
Look, dude, I you know, I'm not. I don't worry about how I look on here, and so I thought I liked his shtick. I thought he was cool. I liked how he did the whole drama. I like how he went at Sticky, broke him down. I'm not gonna I have no problem not admitting that. But I do know that he was aggressive, and I know that he's, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like you gotta treat him a certain way, right? Because he's just, you know. So
he gets haywire, he tries
he gets haywire, and he's like, fuck, dude, I grew up with real people like that, right? That are super highly violent. So I kind of like could fuck with them, right? And so, but it went bad, you know, because he came too hot at you, bro. And
well, he started saying like definitive things about somebody that he just looked up 5 minutes ago. Like, I'm the expert on trolling, guys. I know everything about it. And I was just like, bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. You haven't seen any of the fucking text in the chat. You just learned about the channel 5 minutes ago. You're not the expert. Like, it's pretty obvious. So take that shit seriously if you want, but I don't take it as serious.
That's not. This is just trolling, bro. I mean, you know, what's he gonna do?
All right, we gave you 20 minutes, Niobe. You pussied out. Like, let's just face it. The whole chat knows that you're too scared to come up on here, and
Well,
Try to have a
I
conversation.
mean, he did come in hot. He caught us off guard, but this is what this is for. And once you're right. Once he started saying that we were trolling in the mask, I was go, dude, that's what fucking you do. You sit behind an avatar and you get on everybody's screen to promote your books that nobody wants to buy. I read your shit. It was all right. Remember, you sent me your books. I read them, Niobe. They are all right. Okay. So,
I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I'm not a professional. I don't know how to judge. I mean, you know what I mean?
Not my thing. I like real books. I don't like titty books. Write that down, Niobe. All right, I think we're done. He ain't coming. We'll get on out of here.
All right.
I waited. I stalled it out. I waited as long as I could. I'm tired of this shit.
For Tyrion. All right. Go fuck yourself, Niobe.
No, don't be nice to the guy, man. He's probably going through something. Niobe, dude, you're okay with me, bro.
Maybe he should take his fucking meds, bro. Maybe he should take his meds. I mean,
I don't care what books he collects. You get all the fucking books you want. I get the books I want. How's that sound?
It's clear he clearly motherfucker's bipolar, bro. Or got some mental issues or some shit, or I don't know.
You don't need to say, damn it, Darth. You don't have to say,
shit.
He dug his own hole. You don't have to dig it deep. You don't have to fucking help. Like, it's okay.
I want to see if I could battle Niobe and at least to a win or a still.
Oh, I'm sure you can. You fucking mop the floor with. I don't have all this like admiration of this guy. I think he's fucking just a regular ass YouTube channel, and he sells his little book with titties on it. Like, go for what you know, dog.
Yeah, that is. I do try to keep it politically correct. You're right, Larry. All right, bro. So, all right, this has been Bags and Unfiltered. Episode 2, and we got a good one. We had some
top that community
versus Biggie, and then it turned out to Dark versus Niobe, and now who knows? Now Niobe is going to EFAP this and do his little thing behind his little avatar up in the.
Who's the king in fucking drama now, Niobe? Huh?
Are you going to spare me, Niobe? Okay, because I know your mom pays your internet and your and everything. So you have a good day. Thank you everybody for joining. Like and subscribe. You got some good Pterodome material here, baby.
Hashtag enjoy.
And remember, it is what it is. Niobe, suck a dick.